that's all that's ever on anymore. Coronavirus, coronavirus, coronavirus. It's so sad.
It's crazy how they just show all the death numbers and how people are dying and how shortage of masks they have, and it's just crazy.
It's really a bad time for people that are depressed, having trouble, paying their finances. I wish there was something we can do.
You know, there's so many people online that have been like pushing people to do bigger things, help out the community, telling, singing in the streets. Why don't we show all that stuff? You know,
Yeah.
all it's showing is all the bad things that are going
There
on.
is a lot of places right here in our community, and people are stepping up. Churches are feeding people more than ever, and there's places that are converting their retail stores where they make clothing and they're making masks. We have liquor stores that are now making hand sanitizers. It's just amazing what people are doing. I wish we would see a lot more of that, because showing the deaths constantly is really depressing.
Man, you know what? I think I got an idea for a new TV show we can make.
Yeah,
Wanna
that would
help?
be nice.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
Alright, so we made it to the Late Night Brew. Welcome, my friends, to the new podcast, a video cast, as you will. Late Night Brew. Here at my office, because I can't do it at the GameCube Lounge right now. Well, anyway, I'm here with my mom, otherwise known as Gigi from Gigi and Company. You may introduce yourself and say hello to my audience.
Hi, how are you?
This is also going to my professor, so hello, professor. Welcome to my channel. This is about COVID-19 and all the good things that have happened during this time. Of course, people have been noticing a lot of, well, the toilet paper shortages. They've also seen, of course, the stockpiles of people who've been freaking out because they don't know what's going on. And a lot of people are out of work. Unemployment has rose significantly to nearly, I think, what was it, like 80% almost?
Yes.
At least, like 70% on the list, but 80% if you count the 10% that are already on it but can't get it yet.
Right.
And it's crazy. Some people getting stimulus checks, some people are living on the stimulus check, and it's supposed to be used to help with the economy, and they can't. And people are using it for this stuff.
And some people aren't getting anything at all.
Exactly. Like, we're both small business owners, so most of our stuff we're going to talk about today is probably a little more small business oriented. While people are sitting at home, probably watching this on their phone, their, I don't know, the tablet, whatever. And if you're not sitting at home and you're actually working, you're one of the essential workers like myself, and you're watching this on your lunch break, I appreciate your service. And I'm sure everyone does. Leave them a comment down below if you're an essential worker. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
We're keeping it going, keeping it strong. But as all this is going on, of course, people that are benefiting from the pandemic, which I'm sure they don't mean, you know, to actually benefit, but luckily they do, is Hulu, YouTube, TikTok, Netflix, and Disney Plus, which are also doing their part in multiple charity events for COVID-19. They're keeping us together, keeping people connected. Like
Absolutely.
Hulu had the
Entertained.
yes, and Hulu even had the musicians play, which unfortunately I don't have a video of that because it's copyrighted music,
Right.
but it's there.
But it was a way to cheer people up at this time, and I think that was a wonderful thing they did.
Yes, it was very beautiful to see everyone get together and get together as far as away as we are.
Virtually.
Yes, and it's really cool and see people how some drummers and even great grand musicians, you can really see how many people work to get their shows as beautiful as they are, because as they said, like, I don't have all my stuff, but I'll do the best I can. YouTube is also seeing a lot of streamers and stuff like that going on, and of course Disney Plus has been keeping people entertained, and TikTok has also been doing streaming and helping out with big businesses. Yes, they got a huge boost, but
And a lot of people are having fun with it.
yes, but yeah, exactly with the point. They're keeping people connected and having fun.
Mhm.
And
The pollution is down.
we can see people in Italy. Italy's seeing through the waters now. And the biggest one that we've seen, if you haven't been keeping up with the green technologies of today, the biggest problem we have, of course, was the ozone layer. Everyone doesn't really tell you where the ozone layer is. It's really above in the atmosphere near China. It's the biggest part. In Wuhan, China, which coronavirus was hit the hardest and pretty much started.
Right.
Now, if we look here, here's a map. This map will show you this is the pollution. This right here, this dark gray area that you see that I'm actually covering, is the normal pollution rate for a city. They've created their own, way off scale. They created their own scale, basically, at this point. All the white that you see is really horrible smog areas, which I'll show you in the next slide. And this is directly from the Energy and Clear Airs analysis from NASA. This is from a satellite view, and what you're seeing here is basically the loss of the ozone layer. And big cities like in Japan, you can see a little off to the side here, are all in the gray.
Right.
There's no need for insane things, and they've used a lot of nuclear technologies, which I may be incorrect about that, but most of the technology does come from, well, most of their electric energy comes from green technologies like nuclear sources. Now, if you look over here, all these areas over here are mostly factory-oriented areas, bringing places to look like this. This is not a foggy day. This is actually a normal day in Wuhan, China.
And that's why in China, their norm is wearing masks, and that's what we're starting to learn, that this might be our norm for a little while.
And while they're prepared for it, as you can see here, these people are not just wearing masks because they're scared of getting a virus or getting sick even. They're more worried about the pollution going into their lungs.
Which is getting them sick. Yeah.
Which is getting them sick on top of it. So it's if you literally if you go outside and you want to say like, oh, the COVID-19 all that stuff, and see the memes and people making jokes, it's legitimate here. This is their normal. This is every day, and it's pretty scary to think about. And after COVID-19, this is the new map. If we go back, and you see all those yellow and stuff like that, big ass hole. Huge difference.
These are the good things that are coming out of us staying at home. We are protecting each other from this virus, and hopefully we will come up with a vaccination and everyone will go back to normal lifestyle. But until then, the good things about it are some things like this, like the pollution is down so low that China looks like that, and that's fantastic.
A really big record compared to, well, most places.
Because the truth is, it's not just China, it's our planet. It's all of us. So
and it affects worldwide. And we've seen it in other places. Like I said, Italy has seen greater things. Smog over San Diego has disappeared almost completely.
Absolutely.
And New York City is actually seeing starry skies for the first time in a while. Unfortunately, most people will be inside, but I'm sure from the rooftops, most people will be staring at the stars.
Right.
Now, as we continue on, after all these things that have been happening, there's a few streamers that I would like to shout out. As a fellow YouTuber and streamer myself, I have to commend these great heroes right now. I'm sure there's plenty more out there, but top three that I've usually been seeing a lot lately is these guys. My boy Carrillo, he's been doing Sea of Thieves for a while. Jacksepticeye, who's been doing some great things himself. Carrillo, just to name some of his achievements, just over the past couple weeks, he has achieved over $300,000 in COVID-19 research, and giving that money to St. Jude's hospitals for their children, to keep the people who are really at risk right now.
Yeah, they're vulnerable.
Jacksepticeye, which has done multiple charities that I cannot even explain in this time of this video, which should go on his own video. This man right here has been doing charities like it's his job to do it. And he's been also donating. I don't have an exact number, like I said, there's multiple charities that he has done. But he has done a lot of streaming, and even some for 6, 7, maybe even 12 hours of streaming, just to get more money for this virus to end. And this guy right here, the infamous Mr. Beast, this man has gained over $1 million in a rock, paper, scissors live stream tournament, getting his fellow YouTubers and streamers from wherever they are and get on this stream. Even Jack Black made an appearance and brought another $10,000 to this donation to help the Woo. of course, the United Nations organization, well, World Health Organization. Long word, WHO. But they help out. If you don't know what the WHO is, it's basically the people in charge of solving pandemics. So the guys, if there's a zombie apocalypse, they're the ones that call. Right now we're in COVID-19, so this is part 1.
These are the guys you don't want to fire.
No. These are the guys that basically help out the world. And this guy right here has been helping fund them. At this very moment, he has hit already $4,673,956. Now this is of this recording. Now Google is matching up to $2 for every $1 donated. So if you donate $2 today, Google will donate 4. So if I were you, every dollar counts. They're going up to $5 million. They're already up to $4.6 million over one stream. And they're going to try to match another $5 million. They're trying to get up to 7.5. There's 56 days left. I could be wrong about this because I did take this picture a little while ago and I don't know the exact date. But I will leave a link in the background. If not, you can always look up Mr. Beast's channel and I'm sure you can find his live stream. And this is still going on today. You have about 2 months to get it done. So hey, if you didn't get that stimulus check or you want to donate a little something something back, this is the way to do it. You toss $1, $5, you're really helping out a lot of people. Every dollar counts. And this is just one streamer alone. There's a lot of people out there helping out other people. People making masks. 3D printing has become a really big thing. People in their homes just making up masks and putting them out there. They're not selling them. They're just giving them. Give them away. They're probably spending a good like $100 and make 100 masks. And they're just giving it away. Just to help out other people. Help out.
Even the hand sanitizers.
Hand sanitizers too. Be like people who make soaps and stuff know how to make hand sanitizers, and they're just like, oh, you guys can't make it, don't worry. And this is why we really need to help out small businesses. You know, we're the ones really trying to help out. And in all of this, in other world's news, because of course this is global studies that I'm doing this for. Yes, Professor, don't worry, I got you. All these streamers are from around the world. Like for example, this man right here. Oh, this man right here. Over here. This man right here is from Ireland, and now he lives in Brighton. Brighton, Brighton. Bright Britain. Same place. But, for my English ears, sorry. This man over here, he had people all around the world, from El Salvador, Ecuador, California, and he lives in North Carolina, and he started the whole thing. It's crazy. And that man over here, the Mr. Pirate King himself, Carrillo, he has done things. He lives in California, and he has done things with other people and connected other people around the nation, right? And I'm sure people around the world help him out with $300,000 just to help out St. Jude St. Paul's. It's just crazy how many people get together, and it's all because the people
care.
Yeah. And then after all this too, we have Italians, as you're gonna hear this soon. Where Italians are singing, but you're not gonna be able to hear it. But Italians are singing
outside the balconies, and they're supporting their communities by cheering them up, and that's wonderful.
Yep.
Little things count.
You hear little doggies and
Little
stuff.
things count, especially what we're going through right now. All these little things count.
Yep. And so this is coming on my YouTube channel, so I have to cut a little bit of audio. The audio might be a little bit off there. But if you want to go check it out yourself, I'm sure you can look it up on coronavirus Italian singing from the spirits. You'll find it. And it's some beautiful people singing. It's not just random people singing out the things, which some are. But there's also professional opera singers and all that stuff singing out this thing for free concerts for people. Magicians, everyone. This is not just Italy. Italy has started it, I wouldn't say. And there you go, see the creator of their own music. I love it though, because it's just so beautiful, just in a neighborhood. Jamming out.
That right there in New York. You know,
Yep.
right in New York, right here in New York.
Right here in New York, doing it as well. And it's crazy how many people are just, helping out. Yep, and see everyone has their masks and stuff and helping out. People from China and video share this off. Supporting other nations. As you see, the smog is pretty much gone in the video. And you can see blue skies again. And hopefully, people learn from this, you know? And it'd be perfect if people could learn that through all this pollution, all that stuff, we could take it down too. A virus has shown us that if we all just let go of certain things, how much the world can change.
For the better.
Yeah.
Some things are for the better, even though we're going through a really hard time. Um, a lot of businesses are closing. Small businesses are closing because they're not getting the help they need to survive, and it's very sad. Um, but I think that the good things about people getting together in the community and showing their love and their support to families that are in need, more need than themselves, um, is showing how much people do care about each other. Even if you don't know someone, we all are human and we all are feeling the pain from this virus. People have losses as far as finances, but some people are losing their family members, and that is tragic. Um, so we are trying to talk about the wonderful things that are happening, and we were talking about it over dinner a few nights, and it's really important to express ourselves and tell each other we love each other because we don't know what tomorrow brings. I'm getting a little teary-eyed, but it's important that we support each other and we continue to support each other. And as far as small business owners, we do need to make sure that we find out who needs the extra help. And when we all go back to work, we, if we do survive this financially, those businesses that are small that do go back to work, we should find a way of getting back the ones that didn't, because they are going to be missed. Um, and after this is over, we also have to remember that we have to continue to show kindness, care about your neighbors, care about the elderly lady that lives by herself, the old man that can't mow his lawn anymore. It's important to show those things every day, not just because of today, not because you want to get credit and pat it on the back that, oh, look at me, I did something because my friends are doing it now. We should all be doing this every day, and we continue to do this is really important. Um, and far as wearing masks, yes, we're all going to have to cover up our faces. Even when we go back to our businesses, we're going to have to do that to protect not just ourselves, but to protect other people, just in case we are asymptomatic and we don't know.
Hmm.
Okay?
And you gotta look at other countries too. Like other countries have
Yeah.
been through this. Italy has warned us, like, hey,
Right. Even
don't do what we
China.
did, man.
Yeah,
China said the
China.
same thing. Don't
Yeah,
do what we did.
Spain.
We need you guys to learn from us now.
Right.
And with
So
all these cases going on,
it's
you know,
important we can keep the numbers low if we really truly continue to be cautious even after we open businesses. um, we need to still post the rules and regulations that we are not going to allow anyone in our stores without masks. So please respect that. And we'll have to do this for a little while. But I believe that there will be a day that we could go back to that normal, and it will be wonderful. We're all going to exhale, and we're all going to come from this with understanding that we were there. It was not a good time, but there's always beauty that comes from the darkness. You know, there's always a light underneath in the tunnel. You know.
and after all is said and done, then we have many pandemics in our past that well, the human race is still here.
Yeah.
You know, after the Black Death and all that stuff, you know what came after? The Renaissance.
Hmm.
So after all it's over, look for all the good things. Great Depression brought a Great Recession, and all the good things in history that if you look back,
We're
we come
survivors.
back stronger.
We're survivors. And as long as our families stick together and people show kindness, we will continue to move forward and get past this. And we want to thank all our doctors and nurses that are working night and day to help these family members that are out there trying to recover. And we like to thank all the people that are out there working. Central workers are out there. They're frightened to go out to work, but they have no choice. And they're scared, but they're going out there because they're trying to provide us food and stock the shelves. And then you have the transit authority that are getting people back and forth to the hospitals.
Doctors got to get there. Nurses got to get there.
Yeah, emergency staffs. You have police officers, you have fire department, you have EMS, you have so many people out there working like they have nothing to worry about. But they do. They have more to worry about than us, because some people are able to stay home, work from home, and some people have to continue to work and put themselves out there. And that they must feel vulnerable, and it's frightening. And then have to go home to their families like feeling okay. But I'm sure everybody is really nervous. But
Yep.
we're going to get past this.
We're going to get past it. We're going to get through this, and with all the people working together, and your neighbor, like they said before, check on your neighbor, check on the elderly. If you can do it, do it.
Yeah.
How about your friends? Call your friends. Don't be lonely. We lost people who lost their graduations. I'm a senior in college, supposed to be graduating in 6 days. But things like that, that we missed. I'm also a business owner and stuff like that, and I lost some cool moments that I was gonna start having, like Smash Tournament stuff. I'm sure you guys watch my
Events that
videos.
were planned
Your
are
show.
going to have to be postponed.
Your yearly shows and stuff like that all be postponed. But we're all gonna get through this strong. We're all gonna come back stronger.
I own a dance studio, and I have a lot of little girls and little guys that were looking forward to their dance recital, and that's going to have to be either postponed or not happen this year, which is really, really sad because they work hard. But we're going to find ways to make it up and find ways to continue to work just in a different way. We're just going to have to find a different way to keep everyone protected and safe. That's it. It's the times. Times have changed.
And as you've seen in all these videos, all the people that have went through, let's just go back real quick and just look at the people that really helping us out. And these people right here are great, like
They're thinking out of the box.
yeah, they're
finding
trying to
their
get people
way
together.
to
They're getting the people together, because we can beat this together. It's not gonna take one person. There's not gonna be one hero in the end to just be defeated all. And it's like, I have the vaccine. Here's everyone gets the vaccine. It's gonna take people figure this out. The big brain heads figure this vaccine out. They're gonna have to be people to distribute it, manufacture it, get that places.
and they have to
It's
test
gonna
it.
take all your essential workers that you've been talking about, and I mean everyone, and including people like you guys work in fast food and stuff. You may think you're not essential, but for the people who can't cook, or people who don't have enough money to cook, or just making it by, you guys are the people that they're looking for. Even if it's that person who just I gotta go to work, and he's working 30 hours a day, it feels like, and he's just like, I gotta eat something, I can't make it home to
He's
cook
so
nothing.
tired that
He's
he
coming
just
to you.
wants to grab something and go home.
We appreciate everyone. I'm not just talking about the nurses, not talking about just the doctors, not just talking about the warehouse guys that I work with. Everyone who's working right now.
Even the moms that are home playing teachers right now. That's not an easy job.
Nope.
Because some of these women and
All-
some of these men are working from home, plus they have to now help their children get through school in the same living room.
And professors that I've seen, this is another thing I did miss. The professors that have been going around and helping out and helping tutoring and stuff like that. You guys are real MVPs. You're getting stuff done. And you're really making sure that not only these guys are the heroes who have all the subscribers and stuff like that, and as they say, it's really their people, their community that push them to do this stuff.
Right.
But it's also the community coming together that's going to beat this together. This is just our take on it. Take it as you will. There's nothing about politics or anything like that. You can leave anything you want in the comments, but all in the end, there's one invisible enemy that we have to defeat, and once it's gone, everything will be back to normal. And until then, stay safe, wear your mask, put on some hand sanitizer, keep yourself safe, And if you feel sick and you need to talk to a doctor, remember, you can always call a doctor, phone numbers and all that stuff. They will help you through it and figure out your symptoms. If they feel like you have COVID-19, then go get tested. If you can't feel like you can't get tested or you're more at risk to go get tested, keep yourself self-quarantine, stuff like that. If you feel your symptoms get worse, always tell somebody. This virus does not deserve to take any more lives.
No.
The more people we get aware that we can bend this curve. Right now we're at the peak. We're hitting
area,
that
in
curve
this area.
in this particular area.
Right. Some
And
people haven't even reached the peak,
yes.
and we all have.
Some
to take
places
it-
have made a new
Yeah.
peak, and you know what? We're gonna see it.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it sucks, but as we're going through it, there's been some talks about a new vaccine thing and stuff like that. Let's keep ourselves up and
Stay
keep
positive. Stay,
stay positive.
and-
Keep singing in the streets like the Italians. Keep playing your video games. You know I will. I got my PlayStation controller right here,
Yeah.
Xbox controller over
Do
there.
your TikTok.
Do your TikToks, all that stuff.
Hang out with
Have
your
fun.
kids.
You know what? Take this break. If you're stuck at home right now, take this break. If you feel annoyed and all that stuff, learn a new hobby. Maybe it's time to pick up that new hobby finally, and you have all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all just something to be like. That's what the Renaissance came from.
It
People
could be.
tried art and was like, "Wow, I'm good at this. I'm gonna start doing this now."
It could be that someone's telling us it's time to take a break and realize what's really important. Family.
Yep.
Family is
And
what's important. So take some time and play some board games. My son will kill me for that because he's Mr. Game Q over here with his
play
game
Monopoly.
lounge. But he
I
does
play
play
Monopoly.
board games besides.
we all do. Come on. But that's the way it is. Like
Right.
as we go through this world and stuff like that, and we get things done, and everything becomes less of a horrible, horrible virus and all that stuff, and we start cutting it down, we will beat it. We will beat it.
We will beat it.
But we have dealt with more viruses than this. Ebola,
There's a lot of
Never heard of
scientists
it.
and doctors
HIV
that are working.
HIV and all that stuff used to be a horrible
very hard.
virus, and it's going down.
Mhm.
Yes, there's people who have it and got AIDS and all that stuff,
But
but
they can live a full life.
Yes.
Live a full life.
we've dealt with things like this before. Eventually, we will beat it.
Hmm.
And for all the people, especially people who have lost people and stuff like that, it really sucks. But
It's a very
We also
sad
look-
time to
yeah.
lose someone because a lot of people have put themselves in a place where they couldn't. They're upset because they lost a family member and they couldn't be there for them. So it's a bad place for a lot of these people.
and for
right
people
now.
like that, they laying out that message that you rather keep that mask on.
Yeah.
For all people who really don't think they need to put the mask on,
It's so important.
just put the mask on, because I really don't want to. If we were close friends and I had to see you, and you told me, the last thing you told me was, I don't need that mask unless time I see you, you're on the ventilator and you came in telling me your last words,
It's very sad.
it's the worst feeling in the world.
Or to know that you might have been an asymptomatic person and
You
didn't
could've-
know it, but
you
you
accidentally
refused to
killed
wear a
somebody.
mask.
All because you don't have a feeling. Some people could just have it and
But
give
you
it to someone.
refuse to wear it, and you just happen to be in contact with someone that might not be as healthy as you, who has asthma or heart disease or whatever, and you might cause them to have a serious effect from this disease. They might not even make it, so it's really not a joke.
Yep.
It really isn't.
So, in the end, like we said, think of all the good things, be like these guys, and figure out all
Find a
these
way
cool
you
things you
can
could do.
help. Find a way.
And if you do, there's other things you can help. You don't have to be directly involved in fighting the coronavirus. You can actually become medical students overnight, or going online and yelling people to wear masks. Because I mean, if they're not listening about it, it'd be a natural selection. But hey, if you can make people laugh, you could hang out with your friends, keep each other busy, and just let the days go by. Like you
Yeah,
do.
just
Just think it's back in summer
Jump
and
on
middle
the
school.
internet and
You know.
Socialize. Thank God you have all this today.
Yep.
You know, imagine being in the time of Spanish flu. They really lost contact with their friends. So
Yeah.
we're in a better place. We're in a better place where we can still communicate and check on loved ones.
And once this ends,
Mhm.
just to let you know, we're all gonna have great stories to tell about all the things that we have caught up on new things we have learned and all that stuff. And if you feel like you're just stagnant, at least you're very restful and will take your time more, what would you say? Beneficial. More respectable to take your time.
You'll think more. You'll take your time and think out what you want to do
Yeah.
instead of just wasting your time.
Because this is the
A lot
time.
of people waste their time.
This is the time to really,
Focus
reinvent
on-
yourself, focus
yeah,
yourself,
right.
reform yourself. If you feel like you're the greatest person that you are now,
Make yourself
then
even better.
exactly push yourself to help others.
Right. Right.
Be that confident friend that someone needs today.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is GameQ11 and GG from GG Dance Company and GameQ11 from, well, this channel and GameQ Lounge. I appreciate you guys listening to me out. And remember, that donation thing is down below. You can check it out and help them out. I think every dollar to help out this and fast track a vaccine will be beneficial for everybody. It's been a late night brew. Appreciate you guys.
Stay safe and wear a mask.
Yep.
Wash
Keep
your
those masks
hands.
on, boys.
Wash your hands.
And stay 6 feet apart.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Listen, you big monster.
She just wants to go up. She just wants to be part of the video.
Luna, you can't, but you can't. We're trying to do a video.
You don't even see. She's good. She's good.
Luna, we're trying to do a video. Luna,
Get out of my shot. She's trying to get out of the shot.
I'm supposed to be in the video,
This is
Luna,
my
not
video
you.
now. I'm kicking you out.
No,
I'm your
no, it's
understudy.
supposed to be me.
You videotape this?
I'm supposed to do the video.
Yes, keep this in. This is bloopers.
It's not about you. No, don't kiss him and try to
You
get.
could be in the video.
Look,
Fine,
she
you could be
wants-
in the video. You could be in the video. You could be in the video.
Okay.
Alright, you have to sit down.
Okay.
Go watch TV.
All right. Watch the video. Are you paying attention?
Trying to get out of the shot.
Look, I'm not getting out of the shot. I'm
There's only one girl
going
that can be in the shot, Mom.
Mom, Lou. Oh, can I just say, here. What?
What? You got a shot?
Shh, stop, shh.
You got 2 girls in the shot.
Oh.
Alright, let's start.
I guess I have no choice. To throw this in the shot.
Definitely got my bloopers in.